Here we are, Friday morning. We're playing some Flesh and Blood today. So, welcome back to Pro Tour London here at the XL. Today will be quite a chill day for me. I'm going to be playing maybe one for sure, maybe two CC events. I'm going to play the promo event at 10 AM, and I did have quite a bad night. Didn't sleep that well, so I'll see if I want to do a second one after that. But you know, we'll take it bit by bit, see how it goes. I'll keep you updated. I wasn't kidding when I said they went all out. They even have these table toppers here in the eating area advertising the event. That's pretty freaking cool. So if you have about £7,000, you can get the statue. I mean, it's really cool, and it's actually a lot bigger than I thought, and it has an exclusive card, and you get a tour of Flesh and Blood Studios offices. But I think that's a little bit out of my budget, so I'm just going to get a t-shirt. We're going to get this beautiful Pro Tour London. I didn't think it was going to get merch, but that's too good, so we're going to have to buy it. Pro Tour is about to start with the first round. There's a lot of players. These signs are pretty cool. I think this is the first time thing here. Very easy to find your way around if you just follow the signs. Learn to play stands. To learn to play stand is in full swing already. It's really good that they set up right next to the entrance. It's the right place for it to be. Let's see if we get a lot of new players this weekend. Just finished my first game. I was supposed to play against Paul, but Paul wasn't able to show up, so I played against somebody's partner that just sat down to help Paul out to get the promo. They were on Yo, and I'm on Fi, as you will probably have guessed. They don't know that much about Flesh and Blood. I was helping them play the game, but they went in saying, I'm going to concede to you at the end. So we played the game. It was fun. I got my promo, but not really much to report on regarding the game itself. So hopefully I'll get a second win at some point in this tournament. I'll let you know. So round number 2 has just started, or is about to start. As you can see, there's a player to my right and to my left, but I have no opponent. Now, on one hand, I don't mind getting free double tickets. On the other side, I'd really love to test my deck a bit more. So we'll see if my opponent shows up here or if we just get some more free tickets. I just got beat up by Jakub on Azalea, so going from, nobody's there, nobody's complaining me, to a player showing up late, showing me Azalea, and then just having the absolute hotness. So one turn I got a dominated red in the ledger with 3 blood rots. So, it's like 11 damage with 3 blood rots, and that was basically the story of the game. That's how it went all game. I tried to hang in there, but I couldn't find the defense action. I found a Command and Conquer very late in the game, but when I got it, he didn't have an arsenal, actually. And then it just dominated another arrow for like 11 damage, and I was on 2, so that was that. So yeah, from maybe having an easy game, known game, to losing. But I think it's a matchup that I don't want to put too much value on when it comes to looking forward to the calling tomorrow. So it happens. He had the good stuff. I didn't. He won. We'll move on. Right, game number 3 in half an hour. I have plenty of time now for a break. Well, what do we have here in this trophy case? We have High Seas in the Flesh and Blood. I didn't even notice that they had a relic. That's I think that's Japanese, the smaller one. And then we have an English here. It's hard to see because of the reaction. Let's go here. First time we're seeing these boxes in the Flesh and Blood. Game number 3 against Isaac on Aurora. He won the dice roll and elected to go second. So you can imagine how the game went from there on. I think all in all, it was just aggro against aggro. He didn't block, I didn't block, and that's kind of how the game went. I had a pretty good chance, so I had them down at 3 in the turn where I died. So I do think it's actually a decent matchup if I can go second, but I need to go second. I'm wondering if I made a mistake on the second last turn. I was on 4, I blocked with 1 card to go down to 3 cards. I knew he was going to break his headpiece to take 1 card from my hand. I had a 4 go again into a 4 go again. So I was thinking I can attack for 8. Maybe I can swing it on that alone because I'm going to lose the blue that I kept in my hand, most likely, unless they brick, to their headpiece. I could have not used the other blue to block and go down to 1. The issue in that situation is if I take any arcane damage, I'm dead, right? Because I'm not running any arcane barrier in that matchup. So, you know, I think it was... Maybe I could have played it differently, maybe it's a different outcome, but if he blocks me out and does just 1 arcane damage, then I'm gone. I think all in all, it's a good practice for tomorrow for the calling. It shows me I can win the game, even if I go second. I think it was really close to the point where, yeah, I can win this game. And I had him wondering a couple of times if he wants to block or not, which I think is a good point to be in. So we're 1 and 2, just waiting for the last round. I have over 30 minutes, but you know, that's fine. I'm gonna go grab some lunch and then we'll continue with the last game after that. See the beautiful boards here. Again, I went all out and I'm not gonna disturb them, but there's James White having some lunch over there. My only win is against a player who's basically never played before, and I just dropped my sandwich on the floor because I opened the bag on the wrong side. But you know what? I'm having a good time anyway, so there's that. Let's see where it goes from here. So, last game was against Aurora as well. Jonas won the dice roll again. To nobody's surprise, he decided to go second. Honestly, I should have won this game. He didn't draw all that hot, and on my 3rd turn or so, I had a huge chain. I think I had about 6 attacks. I think it was turn 2, 6 attacks. And then as my last attack, I played the sword. If I break the Mask of the Pouncing Lynx, I think that's what it's called, 1 card earlier, I can tutor a Salt the Wound, and I can attack with the Salt the Wound for 8 damage. And I used the Lynx later on in the game to get 6 value out of it, and I think that 2 damage, especially on that turn, giving me the momentum and being able to push the game to close earlier would have made a huge difference. So, you know, I think my learning from the 2 Aurora games today is I can win them, even if I go first, but I gotta play clean. I can't have a single mistake. So I'm gonna take that away, and then hopefully tomorrow at the calling I'll do it better. Right now, I have about an hour. I haven't signed up for the next event yet. I may do another CC. I didn't sleep well, as you know, and it's an hour to 8 wait, so I'll see if I do it or not. But you know, you'll find out soon if the video ends here or if I have more to say.